Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I am excited to get to talk to you about our preschool lesson for this week. This week our lesson is about Jesus healing a man who was born blind. And I want to kind of catch you up to speed a little bit about what's been happening before this story. So there are the religious leaders who have kind of set up this system, and they are there and they bring this man to Jesus, and as he's passing by, they say, all right, let's set him up. Let's see if we can trap him up in a question. Whose fault is this? Where's the blame for this? Why did this happen? Those kind of things. And I want to be quick to not be too hard on them, because I'll be honest, in my own life, when times of suffering or hard times come, that's the first question that tends to come to my mind. Why is this happening? Whose fault is this? And what can we do to stop it, basically? And Jesus actually says, it's not the man's fault. He didn't sin or do anything wrong. It's not his parents' fault, because at that time, rabbis and the religious leaders had been teaching that if there was a child who was born who had a birth defect or a disability or something wrong with him, that it was the parents' fault. And that they had done something wrong and they were being punished for it. And Jesus says that's not the truth at all. He said, this man was born so that he could bring glory to God, so that you would see how I heal him, and that you would understand that I am the one true God, that I am like nothing you've ever seen before. So this particular story is very important for us as we think about the sufferings that we go through in our lives, the hard things that happen, the times when things happen that we can't explain, the times when people we love are sick for no apparent reason, and to see, what is God doing through this? How is God using this? How is he bringing about his glory in this situation? This particular story has transferred and transformed my mind a little bit in how I handle those really tough things, because it's not something that I've done wrong. It's not my fault. God is trying to bring about some sort of purpose through this suffering, which also gives me hope, because this story proves that God does not waste pain, and the things that we go through in our lives that are hard and the sufferings that we have, that God doesn't do that for just no reason. He's accomplishing something through that work. So Jesus bends down to the ground. He spits on the ground and makes a mud paste, and puts it on the man's eyes. And then he tells him, go and wash in the pool. Go and do all the religious symbols, that the ceremonial washing of your body, to bring about and see that I really did heal you. And so then a little bit later, the neighbors began to question him. Wait, isn't that guy that has been blind all his life, that's been begging? Like, wait a minute, I've seen him before and now he's different. And so then they're like, what happened? And he tells them, I was blind and he put mud on my eyes and now I can see. I don't understand the how. I don't understand the science behind it. I don't understand what. All I know is I was blind and now I can see. And that was enough for him. He didn't need any more explanation, because he had seen the power of God at work in his life. So this week, as we teach this story, there's a ton of fun games that we can play with the kiddos. A blindfold, and have them try to stack up blocks without being able to see, and then see how different that is when they can see. To make a self-portrait where they draw a picture of themselves with, their eyes and what shape is their mouth. Have them paint each other. And, if you have blue eyes and I have brown eyes, that's not the same. Another one is that you could do kind of a pin the tail on the donkey type of game. Or they can do Play-Doh, and with the Play-Doh, talk about how he made like a mud out of the Play-Doh and what that would feel like on their skin, and how that would be weird. They could make glasses out of pipe cleaners. There's lots of different things that you can do. There's several great ideas in here. If you need some more ideas, just shoot me a text. I'd love to help you with that. I pray that this week, as you study this chapter of John chapter 9 in this story of how the Lord really speaks to you in the things that are happening in your life. Love you guys. I'm so thankful for you, and I can't wait to see you on Sunday.